Hey everyone, welcome back to Last Sun Gaming. I'm Last Sun, and today we are diving into the world of Total Extreme Wrestling 2020 with the King of Puro. In this series, we are trying to make Black Canvas Grappling the #1 promotion in Japan, and then we will take on the rest of the world. But before we get started, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps me create more content, and you'll never miss an episode of any of our Total Extreme Wrestling content. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can stay updated whenever we put out another video. Now, let's jump into the action with the King of Puro. Hey guys, it's time for the Lions Roar 9, the season finale. We have some big matchups on the way. We have the tour to go over. As we go through the show history that leads us up, we had a long tour, 11 days to cover. We're just going to hit some of the highlights. Tour day 1, we had a 70, and we had Empire come out to celebrate their pay-per-view victory at the Lions Hunt. We then, had some Kikuchi Sotomura and Nakoma versus Narahashi, Okimasa and Hirose. Suki and Toshusai want Empire in the main event, 79. The American Cobras have defeated Naozen Goto and Koyo Kinoshita. Suki and Toshusai defeat Funakoshi and Brody in the main event for 74. And then the post angle for the post match was Suki celebrating with the rest of Sukigun. They're out in the ring celebrating a little bit of revenge they have gotten on Empire. We then move into day 2, and Reizen Okamoto comes out and talks about how he wants that next shot at the title. Doesn't matter who wins, whether it's Funakoshi, Suki, doesn't matter. He wants the next shot. Tori takes an exception to that, leads to a tag match announced for the main event. Finley attacks Urusara backstage to declare that he's ready for prime time. He's ready for his time in the sun. And he's going to take down anybody and everybody that he considers to be a threat to that. And it started with Urusara. We had Urusara and Yuta Isono trying to see if they had any kind of chemistry, taking on and defeating the Wild Ones. And in the main event, Reizen Okamoto and Orange Tsuchi defeated Funuku Kantori and Yoshinaka Taku with a 74. That got us a 70 overall as well. Day 3 kicks off with Big Bruiser Finley just running wild backstage. He even now attacks Empire. That got us a 69. Tori and Taku hold an open challenge now, try to bounce back from that loss to Okamoto and Tsuchi, and it was answered by the American Cobras, who come out and defeat Tori and Taku with a 77. Empire's now out in the ring, and it tells Funakoshi is basically telling the Wild Ones they've made a huge mistake, and now it's time to pay up. 69 there for that, as Funakoshi and Giant Brody defeat the Wild Ones in the main event, 76. I got us a 73 overall. Pretty decent show. I was happy with that. We're kind of just trying to advance these storylines as we get into the Lion Wars here. We open up day 4 with Suki putting Empire on notice. He's coming for them. He's coming for the belt. The Lion Roars will be Funakoshi's last day as champion, and to enjoy it while the time is basically there. Then had Kamasaka and Kiyotaka defeating Matsushita and Hirose. Okamoto tells Bunraku Kantori he will face him for a title shot. They'll have whoever wins this match, they'll get the next shot at the title, and they'll do it at the pay-per-view, the Lion Wars. Urusara and Isono taking on Giant Brody, Naozen Goto, gets us a 66. Suki and Toshusai, they go to a time limit draw with Okamoto and Tsuchi. That got us an 80. 75 overall. Pretty decent match. Day 5 kicks off with Suki and Funakoshi just trading insults out in the ring. That got us a 79. Taku defeating Sotomura, 64. The Wild Ones win. Yokosukawa and Sen. Urusara then interrupts Finley's celebration, causing a brawl that leads into the back. Okamoto and Logan Wolfsbane team together and defeat Urusara and Isono with the 69 there. And Empire defeated Sukigun in the main event with a 70. That got a 70 overall. We did crack 800 in attendance. This one I changed to another town, and So I was trying to raise it up, try to get medium, but we only got 135 in that one, so that one kind of sucked. But we kick it off with an angle where Tori claims he's going to be the one who beats Okamoto, and he's going to be the next person to take in his shot at the title. It was only a 52. We had Tasha Sai taking on Blastakoma, 62. Furusawa and Funakoshi renew their rivalry backstage and kind of like showing disrespect to each other, which then leads into Funakoshi and Giant Brody defeating Furusawa and Isono at a 66, and Okamoto and Big Bruiser Finley team together to take down Bunraku Kantori and Yoshinaka Taku. That got us a 71. Tour Day 7 again was in Chubu. I made that mistake twice before I caught this. 69 show rating. We had an angle with Suki. Comes out and just cuts a promo about where he's been, how the journey has went from, where he was just teaming with Funakoshi to Funakoshi wanting him to join, and then basically the rivalry starting. We had Stormsplane defeating Okamasa, the Wild Ones defeating Kamasaka and Kiyotaka. Bunraku Kantori comes out and cuts a promo, and Reizan Okamoto tells him, he's better than Okamoto, and tag matches don't really prove anything, and he'll prove that to him at the pay-per-view, but then turns around and loses to Suki and Tasha Sai for the 68, and then Okamoto gets the job done with Orange Suchi by defeating Funakoshi and Giant Brody, and that gets a 73. So lately, Bunraku Kantori's been, losing these matches. Okamoto's been winning, so that might get into the head of Bunraku Kantori, I would think. Tour Day 8, we switched back to Kansai, got 804 people coming in. We had a Reizan Okamoto hype video just going over his, time in BCG, the championship runs, some of the matches he's had. American Cobras defeating Sotomura and Okimasa. Empire comes out next, their hype video, showing the formation of the group and how they've kind of ruled everything since that has happened. 69 for that. Empire, Goto, Funakoshi, and Kinoshita defends Kamasaka and the Wild One, 67. This one surprised me right here, the 63 for Suki and Tasha Sai defeating Tori and Blastakoma. I don't know why this, unfortunately, just Suki was off his game, and that really hurt that score. We ended up only getting a 64 for that show day. We rebounded on day 9, though. We gave some time to Yuta Isono. See, because he's listed as one of the ones who can talk, so I was like, well, let's see what he can do. So he came out to cut a promo. It got a 54. They did mention that he had them eating out of his hand, so I think it's just his popularity being so low hurt his score. We had Wolfsbane retaining the BCG Challenger Series title over Sotomura. Matsushita and Hirose defeating Kamasaka Kiyotaka. Empire, which would be Giant Brody, Goto, and Kinoshita this time, going over Kikuchi and the American Cobras, 62. Furusawa has had enough of Finley and his meddling, and that he wants him at the pay-per-view. That got an 85. That was really cool to see an 85 there. Suki and Tasha Sai rebounds a little bit from that kind of bad showing at the main event last day on day 8 by defeating Furusawa and Isono with 73. And Tori and Taku finally get a victory over the Wild Ones, 71. Overall main event. We rebounded, like I said, to a 71. Day 10, we had a 74 as we had Reizan Okamoto come out and talk about how he's going to beat Tori, take the title shot, and become champion again. We then had Suki and Tasha Sai defeating Taku and Okamoto, 75. Sotomura and Suchi defeating Animal Harker and Okimasa. Suki had an angle with Big Bruiser Finley. Tells him he kind of likes this new attitude Finley has, and to go and just basically tear through who he wants, and if he's champion after the lines where he knows he'll be coming for him too. We had Wolfsbane and Kamasaka and Kiyotaka taking and defeating Narahashi, Yokokawa, and Sen. And in the main event, Big Bruiser Finley and Blastakoma defeats Tori and Furusawa with a 75. This got us a 74 show rating. The last tour day of the Roaring Lion, so that's got us a 74. And we ended up starting out with Tori talking about who he would rather face. Would he rather face Suki or Funakoshi? And I think he's leaning more towards Suki because it would be a technical battle, he would feel, and he'd love to test his technical skills against someone like Suki. But ultimately he says it doesn't matter. Either way, he's coming out champion. We had Okamoto and Sotomura defeating Tori and Taku, 69. Wolfsbane and Tasha Sai taking and defeating Okoma and Miura, 71. Furusawa and Sono defeating the Wild Ones, a 68. Suki is telling Funakoshi to enjoy tonight with the title one last time, because come tomorrow or come the pay-per-view, he won't be leaving with the title anymore. That gets us an 81. And in the main event, Sukigun, the go-home main event, Sukigun defeats Empire with a 75 there, 74 overall, 817 in attendance. And that leads us into booking the Lions Roar 9 that happens tonight. Medical wise, we had obviously Yoshizawa out with that major concussion. Okimasa got hurt, and Matsushita has 2 more days of working through the injury that he has. So we'll just have to hopefully work with that. We'll go ahead, and the last show of this series is TEW 9 comes out, and I'll be starting a beta save with that. Kind of wanted to get through these tours and these the tours and get into this last pay-per-view so I could finish the story on the season finale of this. So I understand that these last few ones might have been a little bit rushed. We also during the tour, Koyo Kinoshita was basically targeted by Kamasaka and Mitsukuri, and like half the locker room hates him, and it's just it was bad. It was really, really bad. Like, I got all these messages. They have heat now. They have heat now. And I'm like, holy crap. So we got the Numai Sports Stadium, 10,651 fans. Wow, that would be great. 10,000 people. This would be I think this is an awesome way to send off the series here. So in the main event, we have Suki versus Funakoshi for the BCG World title. I'm picking Suki to be the victor here. He is going to end the series as champion, decisive victory over Funakoshi, ending the reign of Funakoshi and starting the reign of Sukigun. So start Tarara, give Maeda. In the semi-main event, we will have Bunraku Tori taking on Reizan Okamoto, and Reizan is going to get the victory and would set up a new matchup between Reizan Okamoto and Suki. So probably actually going to keep this save anyways, just to go through, because I won't be doing maybe any more YouTube. I don't know, we'll see. I'm planning on this being the finale. Big Bruiser Finley's going to, get the victory here. He is going to take, and his new outlook and attitude is going to get him a victory against Mabuchi Furusawa. We had Blastakoma taking on Taku, and young Taku here is going to get the victory. I have to script it. Decisive victory. We had the American Cobras taking on Empire for the BCG World, tag team. And in another upset, we're going to have the giant Brody Nose and Goto version of Empire take and get the victory over Sukigun's American Cobras in the reign of the American Cobras. And Logan Wolfsbane is going to end up winning his defense here against Kikuchi. And we will book this, the Technical Masterclass. I know we need to get a Steal the Show. The problem with stealing the show is they want it to be short. I'm going to go regular still. I'm gonna go regular. I'll make the Steal the Show on the pre-match, one of the pre-match pre-show matches here. Let's go ahead and find out who do we have available. We can do Suchi and Tashusai, and we will give them 13 minutes. Tashusai gets the victory. Steal the Show, open match, slow build, and decisive victory. Our referee has too much to do. Okay. We'll go ahead and add in, let's do a pre-show 4v4, kind of just going, do Animal Harker, we'll do Narahashi, we'll do Kamasaka and Kiyotaka, and we'll have them face Yokokawa and Sen and Miura and Sotomura. And we'll put that on the pre-show. I don't care who wins. I'm just going to book it, and the AI, the Road Agent, can decide that. We'll do another pre-show match. We'll do Matsushita Okimasa and Matsuzara, and we'll put Shimpai on there for us, and we will have them take on the Young Lions team of Yamamoto, Matoki, Saromi, and Ogata. I know he has an injury, both of them do, but 4v4 Young Lion. Pre-show will go down to about 10 minutes. I do need to pick a victor here, so that way one of the Young Lions do not get that victory. We'll do a 3v3. Let Dreadnought, let Mitsukuri. Actually, no. We'll do a 4v4. We'll do Dreadnought and Mitsukuri and James Diaz. Sono taking on Kisaka, Imoto, Kubo, and Doi. And we'll just do that to get a name. And here, give Sono the victory, and we'll book that. I went over 1 minute. Okay, those guys aren't going to get used. May make some of them upset, but we'll let at ringside, we'll have Koyo Kinoshita be at ringside, and with that segment. Okay, so match I think looks good. I do want to add in a post-show angle of Suki rated on entertainment. Suki sends the crowd. Oh, we'll give him 6 minutes. We'll have Storm Lane there, along with Marvel, Aloy, and Tanyu Shide. They will not all be. They won't be rated. Suki will get us in the crowd home as champion. Go ahead and save that. I gotta decide, I guess. Am I gonna continue this on YouTube or not anymore? Because the plan was not to, but I am gonna miss doing this. I know TEW 9 is coming out, the beta save. I may revisit BCG during TEW 9's lifespan. Right now, I'm trying to think of what I want to do for the beta save. I'm thinking about doing a Lucha Libre type company, maybe EILL or CILL. I was really hoping Ollie, but I got to make sure. I got to see who makes it as a company, who like goes away, things like that. This is kind of bittersweet though, seeing this is going to be the last BCG episode and potential episode, and this was my first YouTube series, and I don't know, it's just crazy. We'll start the show. We sold out. 10,000 people came to see the Lions Roar 9. They opened with a pre-show bout. Decent wrestling. Didn't have much heat. Dreadnought, Ichiro Mitsukuri, James Diaz, Yuta Osono, taking on Nobuyuki Kubo, Takanori Doi, and the Roughhouse Riders. And Yuta Osono pins Kubo with an Osono face melter that consists of 56. Diaz at a 49, Mitsukuri at a 47. Doi got his ratings up to 40s. Moto 47, Kisaka 41. Dreadnought is up to 29. He's growing, pretty good. I'm kind of wondering what he'll look like, and Diaz and Osono will all look like in the new iteration of the game 2 years later. Might be tough to get a hold of him though. And we move on to another pre-show match. It was a very poor pre-show match as Okimasa, Matsuzara, Matsushito, and Hirose defeat Yamamoto, Matoki, Saromi, and Ogata in 10 minutes 15 seconds when Rokuman Matsushita pins Matoki with a one-handed chokeslam. Got us a 46. Rosie with the highest score, it looks like 59. That's good. Matsushita obviously was hurt by his injury. Some of these young Lions, they're getting improving their scores. So we had another pre-show match as Harker Narahashi, Kamasaka, and Kiyotaka take and defeat Miura, Sotomura, and Yokokawa and Sen when Kamasaka in 11 minutes and 48 seconds submits Sotomura with a triangle choke. That actually got a 61. Kiyotaka 60, Kamasaka 62, Hashi 57, Harker 54, Sotomura 61, Miura is always trusty self 61, Sen 60, Yokokawa 53. Even Animal Harker was off his game and still got a 54. So pretty good. Pretty happy with that. And then in our last pre-show match to steal the show. We had Tanyu Tashisai defeat Orange Tsuchi in 12 minutes 50 seconds after a dangerous brainbuster that got us a 70. Orange Tsuchi with a 68, Tashisai with a 62. We then get into our rating here. Number 11 defense of the BCG Challenger Series title for Logan Wolfsbane. He pins Kikuchi in 20 minutes 3 seconds with a belly-to-belly suplex. That's a 47 because he suffered a broken jaw. He had a 50, Kikuchi did, and Wolfsbane had a 57. Was slowed a little by working with an injury of a broken jaw, and still got us a 57. Killed a little bit, 47. We then move into the American Cobras, taking on Giant Brody, Neo Zangoto. They had a back and forth, numerous near falls. Cobras look like they have the upper hand. They happen to, possibly get a little bit overconfident. Neo Zangoto and Giant Brody make a comeback. And at 20 minutes and 5 seconds, Giant Brody pins Marvel Malloy with a single-handed chokeslam. Empire has won the BCG World Tag Team titles. That's a 69. Storm Splain with a 68. Marvel Malloy 72. Goto a 50. Giant Brody a 60. All kinds of tag team specialist bonuses. And the match got the crowd going. So move on here to Blast Tacoma taking on Yoshinaka Taku. Taku defeats Akoma, 20 minutes 43 seconds. The full Nelson bomb, 78. Akoma 67, Taku 74. Really good match. Yoshinaka Taku was somebody I enjoyed, booking a lot. Blast Tacoma, I know everybody loves him and everything I've read, diary-wise, other shows. I just could never. This I think is maybe his best performance. I just did not fall in love with him like other people. The Big Bruiser Finley and Mabuchi Furusawa take and just have a brawl in the ring. 21 minutes, 29 seconds. Big Bruiser Finley hits the Atomic Spine Buster on Furusawa, pins him for the 1-2-3, 83, 80 from Finley, 84 from Furusawa. If we had better color commentary, that may have been higher. I think that might be right now, as it stands, our highest rated match ever. Furusawa and Finley are in the driver's seat for the speech at the end of the show. There we are. That gets outdone as Tori and Okamoto have a barn burner. And 22 minutes and 39 seconds, Okamoto finally defeats Tori with a brainbuster suplex, 84. Bunraku and Tori, 89. Okamoto, 88. So 89, 88, Furusawa, Tori, Okamoto, and Furusawa. I think these are the highest individual scores. There were times when there was a definite lack of psychology on display, and the match had the tendency to drift a little. Wow. So it got penalized and still got an 84, our highest ranked ever. That's cool. And finally, our main event of the evening, Suki versus Funakoshi. And an exceptional match, back and forth action, near falls. Funakoshi thinks he's going to win and has him trapped in a submission move that Suki escapes. Suki's got him beat, but he kicks out at the last second. 24 minutes, 47 seconds. Submission is applied to Suki Special 3. Funakoshi taps out, and Suki has accomplished his goal, his dream. He has won the BCG World title. And look at that beautiful score. A 90. Wow. End with a match on a 90. Suki had an 83, Funakoshi 87. So Tori, Okamoto, and Funakoshi get our speeches tonight. Then we have Suki Gun coming out. Even every time I do this, Suki never does good without a script. I script him, he does horrible. RNG sometimes hates me. 62 for the celebration as Suki sends the crowd home. Suki Gun comes out to the ring to celebrate with him. And we are left with Suki in the ring with the title, streamers flying through the air. The Cobras and Tashisai come out. They're all lifting him up on his shoulders as he sends the crowd home happy. And we end up with an 87, our best show ever in our final episode. Increases our popularity in 8 regions. We'll make the speech to, we have Bunraku and Tori, Reizan then, and Funakoshi, the workhorse. You were awesome. Give you a hug because you are a workhorse for us. Tori was happy, Okamoto was very happy, and Funakoshi was happy with my speech. Wow, 90 finishing score episode. That's cool. I couldn't have wished for anything better. Only thing better would be is if we did it. We raised it to medium on the last show of the episodes. The season finale, our finale, we've risen to medium. That is really cool. 37,000 viewers watched Lions Roar 9. And we obviously got botched move from Danjuro. Kikuchi has injured Logan Wolfsbane. We accomplished quite a few things, getting our highest score ever, having got to medium, achieved 60 and 35 in either one of those. I think we actually almost hit it in all of them except for Shikoku, so I'm happy. So that wraps up this episode of our Total Extreme Wrestling 2020 journey with Black Canvas Grappling. I hope you enjoyed the show as much as I did. If you did, make sure to hit that like button to show your support. Don't forget to subscribe to Last Sun Gaming and hit that notification bell so you'll never miss an update. We've got plenty more action-packed episodes coming your way. And if you have any ideas, suggestions, or just want to chat about wrestling, drop a comment below. I love hearing from you guys, and your feedback really does help shape the series. So I just want to take this time and say thanks for coming on this journey with me, guys. I appreciate all the support you have given the channel. And with TEW 9 coming out, I plan on having many more series and videos about TEW 9 and Total Extreme Wrestling. So thank you again for supporting the channel. Keep playing, stay awesome, and have a wonderful day.